Initiating recording. Yeah. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 4, Episode 15. I am your DM and host, Marty, joined by two-thirds of the Ontario crew. How is everyone doing on this fine Saturday evening, afternoon? Evening, noon?
Good. Doing pretty good.
We're doing all right.
Doing all right?
Yeah, doing all right.
Is noon exciting?
So
Nothing. It's great.
Ahmed showed off the grip trainer that he was using, and that reminded me that I'm actually using grippers as well.
all three of us. Hey, Fox, how's it going?
So,
Yo, Fox, what up, man?
I do 100 per hand per day.
Yeah. That's my count.
my strongman coach wants me to close a Captain of Crush number 3, which is like a sort of like I considered like an elite feat of strength. And this is a trainer for that. So it's an Iron Mind tug number 6. 2-finger trainer. So there is no hundreds. I close it like 5 times per hand per day or every 2 days, because that's more than enough to blow out your forearms. But yeah, so it's working. And I just looked up the Captains of Crush number 3 is a 280-pound crush strength.
It was early COVID for me when I couldn't open a jar of pickles. I'm like, my hands are way too weak, and also it's just like spindly arms on big dudes. So I've been working out my arms and my shoulders. So yeah, I feel much stronger.
Oh, yeah, it's just interesting. I was like trying to figure out. Well, because he's like, oh, don't worry, it's the easy trainer, and I'm like, this thing's kicking my ass. So I actually look up what it is. Yep. It's the easy trainer. So
now you give that to a farmer, a construction worker. Like, what is this thing?
Yeah. Okay.
No, that was it. And then I did a ramen eating challenge earlier today, despite the fact that I got food poisoning from an Indian place yesterday. But it was like on the list of things to do. It was already written down to go do it. So I was kind of like, yesterday I needed ginger ale and a lay down for my tummy from the something explosion chicken. And the chicken certainly made an explosion.
Oh goodness!
Like a cannonball rolling down a pipe.
I wasn't able to consume the 10-pound or 12-pound ramen sufficiently quick to get it for free, and as well as the next meal for free. But that's fine. I made a good showing of myself, and I finished it. So it took me like 15 minutes as opposed to.
I'm gonna show you up, bud. I'm gonna show up and drink it. Don't even sit down. I'm not gonna sit down.
The problem is I burn my tongue really bad, because the rooms you have to start within 1 minute of it coming out of the kitchen.
You just gotta like snap into anime mode, drink the soup, and then snap back to reality mode.
Hospital now. Go.
The snap back to reality part when your stomach is like, oh shit, son. I'm not the ammonium man on the inside. It doesn't just.
Oh, no.
We're not doing the digestion thing. We're just going to the expulsion.
So yeah, no, it's been. Oh, and then I bought some new yard implements. I know this is Marty's favorite topic. No. Okay, the secret is if they're pretty colors and they're light, use them.
Your wife will use them. Okay, I got that. That's pretty smart.
So it's explicitly.
Is that why she came to you? I've got a burr.
I've got a burr, exactly. At one point, there was literally a yell from downstairs, "Save me! Save me!" It's like, save you. What the hell? What do you mean, save you?
Oh, that's funny.
Well, she had burrs and she didn't know how to get rid of them, because so like they were sticking to her and she'd grab them and they'd stick to her where she grabbed, and it was just this clown show. Yeah.
What did I do? Last night I watched a bunch of decent movies in a row. So DVDs of these things came in. I watched Double World, which is the Chinese movie.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a B plus movie. Like, it's not my top 10 movie of all time kind of thing, but
it's the worst named movie.
Yeah, it's like two
that
worlds. Double
means
world.
nothing.
And then I watched Bright, which I think
Also good. Netflix film.
the critics hated as much as audience liked. I think it's like 20% critics, 83% audience score or something like that.
Which
so
means like that's kind of what I look for. I look for audience liked it and critics didn't means good times.
Yep, that is also, I would say, a B minus movie. And then I watched Old Ways, which is a really interesting, if you want to, like sort of a horror movie about witches and demon possession. It was a good one. So those three movies, I had a really good movie night because there were three good movies. I had seen them all before, but enough time had passed that it's like, nope, I'm gonna
So I tried to watch Old Ways with Jessica because she really likes horror movies.
Yep.
But
on what?
I think it was on like Netflix.
Was it?
Yeah, and she has a hard time with a bunch of like the possession-y stuff because it's like
you're trapped and there's.
Well, no, she has a hard time in terms of it's like it's not funny. The plan for Little Shop of Horrors, oh my god, I can't finish this film. It's singing at me and going, right? This is like, oh my god, the scariest thing ever. And it's like, The Exorcist is like, shit's not real. Why would this matter? Just bring me a young priest and an old priest. Yeah. No problem. Done. Just say some Latin. I can learn some Latin. It's like, you're missing the whole point. You're not engaging with the material at all.
you haven't checked in your you haven't suspended your disbelief or whatever.
Well, or you don't have like that like basic natural belief that like, you know, supernatural stuff might be real. Like if you
don't need to believe in supernatural to have fun with it.
No, but the people who do believe in supernatural stuff do find those things. Like the people who get absolutely, completely freaked out by things like paranormal activity.
Okay.
There's people who just lose their mind. It's the scariest thing.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? I noticed.
I have to tell you something funny.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I have to tell you something funny. Okay. Yesterday was my kids' Halloween thing. Halloween party at their school, right? So everyone, you know, parents, they wear costumes, kids wear costumes, they show up, and this guy shows up, and he's got a crocodile like head on his thing. He's wearing like a fur coat, and he's got like a fur coat, like a little fox thing. He's got like a weird Necronomicon with fingers coming out of it and gems and stuff. So I look at him like, I go to him, I say, Necromancer Druid. He's like, Necromancer Sorcerer. and I go like, Initiative. And he takes out a D20.
It was just his LARP.
He's a D&D guy. I got to know him. It was funny. And then Christian was there because his kids in there as well. And it was fun. We met up. It was good. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. Like,
it takes one to know one.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I know that. He's like, what are you? I'm like, Druid Monk? Pfft, duh.
It's the whole they walk among us.
Yeah. So I thought that was really funny.
Nerds with their people suits on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas everyone else thinks it's just Halloween, you're like, aha.
Yeah, it's the guys who are like super feel comfortable wearing it. He's like, finally. Like, you didn't make that up. You've been holding that in your closet for a while, haven't you? That was fun. So anyway, sorry. Go on, Marty.
No, that's fine.
Show's yours.
That's yours as well. You can get dressed up as your D&D characters if you want anytime.
Nice.
Yeah, last game. We'll call it Bad Blood. Countess Quintessa meets with Imperial Administrator Brisk to discuss many topics, including an offer for the Steel Rose Expeditionary League. I also notice as a side, Mark really doesn't like the impossible quest given by the Imperial Prince. Like Mark,
he's
Mark
trying to not engage with this.
He's just, I'm not going to engage with it. And I'm like, okay, well might be consequences. The party leaves the half-axe inn and sets up quarters at the Monastery of the Broken Chain outside of Overlook. Brennos, Cog, and Barnabas pay a visit to the Stone Anvil Cathedral and search for doppelgangers amongst their clergy. And they do indeed find one. Brennos confronts High Priest Durkirk, or Durkick? No R. Durkick Forgeheart in the Hall of Runes, deep within the temple works. And basically has, a hero point for Brennos. Let me accept that.
He's going to need it.
At least you didn't call it a villain point for Brennos.
He's going to need it. Good call. He's going to need that one.
And I'm going to put that on our channel points. Adam, you're the only one who has a hero point.
Because I am a hero. See, I have a pink sweater. It's my favorite sweater. It's pink. Some people call it salmon. No, it's fucking pink.
All right. The party has communicated via a bunch of telepathic and sendings, or mythic sendings. Make sure that you keep track of that you spent a mythic point, Thogrim.
Yeah.
And the party's deciding what they're going to do. It sounds like Barnabas is going to stay outside. Well, they didn't fucking want me in there anyways. I'll just wait out here. Aemon, you go and help out.
Cog's looking at him like,
Did Brenno say he was going to come back in here or not? How we... you guys have telepathic bond.
Do we all have the telepathic bond?
I think this group does. We're on the Stone Anvil Cathedral.
Cog's in the telepathic bonds.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Brennos,
Oi, fancy pants! Why didn't it change?
I'm not sure, but they seem to have stopped their singing, and it looks like they're closing the doors. I think that gonging you hear is an alarm of sorts.
Yeah, they don't seem very happy, but the fucking blood is supposed to change.
The blood didn't change.
Nice.
Well, why did you strike? Who did you strike?
Well, the High Priest. The Soul Forger.
Did you have a good reason?
You realise the Soul Forger is like one of the highest ranking members of the clergy of Morndin in, well, I don't know, all Volcanica.
Well, when you're a fake, you don't have a fucking title and shit like that. Yeah, fuck you.
You have a reason for doing this.
He was faking his rituals. He was blaspheming with the tome, and he was taking some sort of fancy styly pose. You know, your style.
My style.
Brennos,
my style, you say?
Give me a perception check as something has moved in front of the open door that leads out into the hallway. Okay. And it's very small. You may not notice it. It was just basically spying on you as you're having your little tantrum.
Is it which group?
Who?
Brennos.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Barnabas, this might go one of two ways. Either he was
34.
right, or he was wrong.
Okay. So, stealth.
We can either help him. This is not a telepathic. Oh.
4.
If he has blood of the creature.
Okay, you didn't notice it.
Okay. Brennos does have seen visibility in case that matters.
Oh, then it's 58.
Oh. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Damn!
Okay. Hey, Brennos is having a sit on the plinth in the middle of the room, talking in the telepathic bond.
Yeah, it's like a 10 by 10 square that has some markings in it, like a circle, and then there are these 3 by 3 tiles that are all around you that have the dwarvish runes on them that spell words. And they've all changed since you arrived in the center. They have all changed to a different.
There is conspiracy and doppelgangers in this church, and there is now an inquisition.
All right, you could hear some like worried dwarven whispers amongst themselves out in the hallway. Like you could hear that there are dwarves within earshot. Who dares stand in the Hall of Runes?
The Brennos is going to, at the top of his lungs, in his biggest, ragiest, loudest self, he is going to basically attempt to intimidate the church. Like, he wants to issue warning to all the goodly and lawful dwarves of and worshippers of Moradin that now is the time to leave the church. It is under inquisition, and there are fell evil beings amongst them in their midst.
Okay,
like,
so you're
yelling
yelling and spitting and
yeah, I'm yelling as loud as I can into the building.
all right. Give me an intimidate check.
I might be considered belligerent. Potentially. Okay. So, 4 plus.
There's like 2 or 3 dwarves kind of around the corner in the hallway, kind of listening to you. You can hear them murmuring quietly and panicked amongst themselves. They stop when you're yelling.
6 plus 6, and then I can roll again if I would like. I'll spend 2 rounds of rage to re-roll that. To get it worse, it's fine. 54.
Okay, you kind of like you're getting mad and spitting and choking on your own spit. But it's
I might just look belligerent.
well, 54 is like you hear the dwarves go, "Oh no!" and
Oh no!
and they retreat from that hallway. You're pretty sure you scared them away, and they've heard your message.
Okay.
Are you quite done making a fool of yourself in there?
We're rooting out evil. Now, what's the fucking word? What's the next word?
Barnabas, if
This power of mine doesn't last forever, you know.
Well, fucking word now.
What's your goal, Brennos? I mean, if you have the blood of this thing you struck, if you're certain he was not the cleric, then Barnabas, I think you know some spells, right? It has to do with blood. That if you have it, you can understand whose blood it is, something like that, right?
Barnabas, we're coming. That assassin is here. The assassin is in there. Barnabas.
I don't have that type of magic.
Which assassin?
I'm an alchemist.
The archer. He's pretending to be a dwarf.
Oh, fuck. The one that showed up at the one that destroyed all my alcohol.
Yes, that one.
Oh. Why did you say he? Wait, what made you think? What made you think that he was? Because he was blaspheming and he stood differently,
So
right?
are you letting the doors close before you, or are you staying outside and? Or
It can teleport. It can teleport in. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Brennos learned that.
Well, you can teleport out of this space.
Yeah.
Because he went explicitly to that square because he.
Okay. They're like, it looks like the workers are all retreating. At this point in time, there's also a bunch of people yelling in the courtyard outside. It looked like there was like a dwarvish wedding party that was starting to gather outside the temple. And it looks like the doors are closing, not letting them in. And now I'm talking about, it's not just a few people. We're talking about 2 clans showed up in their best armor and best dress, and they're... There's a bunch of
they can rabble all they want.
Yeah,
rabble.
Yeah,
Marty?
Yes.
How many rounds passed?
10? I don't know.
10 rounds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you're saying I can buff as much as I want. Got it. Thank you.
Yes. The doors are closing though. Like it took them a minute to get people
Barnabas?
in. The doors stopped. You can see there's priests arguing.
Can we
There's
teleport
actually dwarves
inside?
that come out with these really large interlocking like tower shields, and they create a wall, and they allow some of the priests to come behind them, and they're pushing like there's a crowd that's trying to push their way in, and they manage to shut the temple doors with everyone inside. Everyone on the a lot of people on the building works, the priests and that sort of thing, and there's this crowd of angry people on the steps of the Stone Anvil Cathedral.
Barnabas, can we get inside?
From the yelling, you guys probably all speak Dwarven. From the
Yeah.
yelling, it sounds like
I don't know.
they're really mad at having to have rescheduled 3 times. How dare they close the doors? Like this is. They're yelling. Some of them are yelling about how much they've donated, and that they are followers of Moradin, and there is no honor. They're pissed off.
Okay.
There's a gong going on inside that suggests that there's problems. Cog, you notice that there's a surprising lack of police presence or military in the street. You'd think if there's like armed crowds or gongs going off in the main temple of the Dwarvish religion that people would be running. There are people looking out of buildings and kind of collecting in the street, like the mob's kind of getting bigger because people are coming to see on their own what's going on. But you see a distinct lack of military presence. Like you don't see effectively a watch guard anywhere.
What's this up here?
Interesting.
What's that? There's a big ass balcony.
Okay. Brennos is going to cape the mountebank to the big ass balcony.
Okay. So Brennos goes from the area of runes to the balcony.
Okay.
Did you just do something, Brennos? You sort of speak out loud and in your head. You're sort of a simpleton. That's what you...
Are you asking if I tried 3 times to get the fucking cape to work? It's fucking Elvish words.
Yeah, Barnabas told you what the Dwarvish word was if you did want to wander off, but...
Yeah. All right. So, get in here. We've got house cleaning to do.
Aemon points up at the balcony. You can see this literal mob of people, all dressed in finery, that are banging on the front gates. They will not push the gates open. The gates could withstand a siege.
Get your ass up here. This isn't right.
Barnabas, are you gonna take us up there?
If I could told you I wasn't going in there, Sonny, if you were going to go fuck around with these dolts in a temple of Morden, you should probably get here soon.
Okay, Sonny will basically, but where? But Sonny will teleport there.
Okay, is anyone else from the party going with Sonny? Because Sonny right now is at the Monastery of the Sunder Chain.
Yep, and Slake, I don't know if Slake's going. There'll be lots of magic involved.
Sunder Chain with the you mean where the that's where the silver dragon was, the insane one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the Great Hall.
Okay, that's where we're holding up. Right. And so
Mistra is shrunk in case she's needed.
I don't have enough characters for this. Where is Sonny going exactly again?
Sonny is a tiny bat.
Going where?
Diminutive bat.
Yeah. I've tried that game before. I almost died. Where are you going, bud?
Slake will come with you.
Slake? Okay.
All right. Something's happened with all the dwarves.
Yes, the assassin has come, and they're in danger.
You mean the fucker that almost killed you guys while I was there?
Yes, that one. Don't worry, I'll make him visible. Then you can beat the snot out of him.
Slake, I fucking hate magic. He lays down and shuts down.
Okay, Sonny will land on Slake, and will teleport Slake to the
Okay,
onto the cathedral.
I'm going to say Widget is actually not here. He's in the city. I'm just going to put him at half-axe because there's a few people that are...
Okay, that are not available.
Yeah. Well, Thogrim, Quintessa, and Widget are kind of meeting up at half-axe. Because I think Thogrim was like, where is everyone?
Yeah.
Widget sees the golem standing outside, like, "Hey, we already abandoned this place. What are you doing?" So that's what's going on there. Let's go back to.
It is a lesser teleport, so there is a teleport mischance.
Sure.
Give me a second. So. All right. I think we're potentially in a similar area, but give me a second. I do have a class that helps. I've got the wrong character sheet open because I'm a schmook. So I have the Sacred Threshold, travel as one.
Just give me a minute, guys. I have to put the little guy down to bed. 2 minutes, I'll be right back, okay?
I gain temporary hit points equal to your level that help you offset teleportation damage from mishaps or teleporting into solid bodies. Okay, that didn't happen. Okay.
All right. So you viewed this more than once, but you haven't studied it carefully. So you've seen the front of this church casually, which means you're off target. You are a percentage of the distance you traveled away at a random direction. Okay. You're like 1 hex away. You are...
Legitimately, nobody is awake to notice that this happened. Sunny just takes 6 seconds longer than expected. It spends a mythic point. Ooh.
All right. Keep track of your mythic point.
Nobody needs to know. This is between you and me, Slake.
Slake's just lying down.
Okay. Well, we try again, and we land on target.
All right. You were just probably landing in the square, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you interrupt some very angry-looking dwarves. You're just amongst a sea of angry dwarves. You think one of them's in a bridal dress.
Well, in using the telepathic connection, anyone who wants to... I see Brennos. Anybody who wants to come. He's just going to sort of spread it out to the...
Yep. I'll fucking wait out here, says Barnabas, who's taking cover behind like some stonework away from the pushy dwarves.
Okay.
Cog and Aemon come wandering over to Sunny.
Okay, we'll dimension door up to Brennos and then begin the adventures.
All right.
Now, don't kill anyone who you don't absolutely have to kill. But if the blood turns black, just the shit out.
Aemon, Brennos is in charge.
Alright. But trying not to kill dwarves.
Slake's still lying there. You can't be up here. It's somebody yelling from within the church.
These grounds are under inquisition. There is spell afoot.
This dwarf in robes goes running away from you, probably to tell that you guys are up there.
Sure. And basically, Brennos is giving everybody the stink eye, and like, are you acting weird? Do you look funny? Does your nose fit on right? Kind of.
Slake all of a sudden just sits up, ramrod straight. Arrgh! Okay, I'm not under fucking ground this time.
Nothing terrible happened at all. Everything went perfectly. And there was not a mishap to be found.
Hey, what are those guys all angry at?
There's doppelgangers here and other things taking the forms of goodly dwarves. Brennos is going to give his dwarven thrower, or he has his dwarven thrower in an extra dimensional space. Let me just see what the casting time of blood biography. Blood biography. 1 minute. It was something funny about Derkirk. Something funny. He was
Oh.
the forger of souls. High priest.
Okay.
I think Sunny is going to use a mythic point to speed up the cast and just get the information of the blood biography.
Oh. All right.
Let me just check to make certain it's in the right class. It is. I have that as a cleric spell, so yeah, I can do that. Well, actually, everything's kind of going slow. We'll spend a minute here casting the spell.
Okay.
So if we get interrupted, we get interrupted.
Oh, I wanted.
Inquisitions don't happen instantaneously. They take a moment. Do we have a divinations page? I don't think so. Or do we?
We've got a couple pages where we keep track of this.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I'm having a stupid divination. Correspondence and divination. Here we are. Sunny's divinations. There we go. There's a whole tab for it.
Okay, is there a saving throw on blood biography or not?
Blood biography. There is a will. Okay, so you can cast a spell on the blood of living or dead, but living or undead creatures are entitled to saving throw to resist the spell.
Okay. Yeah, normally you guys kill the thing and.
Yeah, we try to figure out what did we kill.
who are you?
What is this dead thing?
Who are you? I really want to know. Yeah, priests tend to have good will saves.
Yeah, but priests were pretending to do kung fu. Oh yeah, no.
Rolls a 2.
You're so screwed. No.
Okay, who are you? Sunny, yeah, your divination begins to paint out. This is using the blood on the end of
on the end of the dwarven thrower.
Yep. Who are you? The name by which you are most known. Okay. It comes back as Durkic Forgeheart.
Okay.
What are you?
There we go. You. That's too good.
Okay. You're getting a strange mix. You're getting male, dwarf, profession role. It would be, what's his highest title? The Smith of Souls. But you're also getting this weird static. Give me a spellcraft check to force the spell to continue to give you information.
Okay. I have a power called Eldritch Breach. Whenever you you are attempting to breach magical defenses or resistance to your magic, you are using a caster level check, overcome spell resistance, etc., roll twice, take the high result. Does that apply here?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, let's make it a caster level check.
Okay.
This is to break SR as well. It could be like the same feats would apply.
To break SR.
Yep.
Okay. Ugh. 21. Not very good.
Okay. 21 does not do it, but you do know that there's something else.
Is it within a surge? I don't.
No.
No, didn't think so.
There's
Okay.
something else there. It's almost like you encountered some static around getting more information about what are you, and then
Okay.
it goes to the next kind of question. And how is your blood shed? Hammer to the face. When was your blood shed?
It's like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, moments ago. Inside the temple, kind of thing. Hero point, give it another try. Complete all. Fox just gave you a
A reroll.
Yep.
Okay. 32.
32 at some quick math.
Is it within a surge? Look for. It's to crack a star. You said, right?
Yep.
Okay. Could I use a charge of my Star of Coralon?
Yes.
Okay. 36.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just using. I need the right term. I wasn't prepared for this particular thing.
Doing things on the fly. Adding spell pen to my next feats.
Okay, so not only is he male dwarf, smith of souls, you managed to pierce through this strange barrier to your divination. And there's a strange noun, you assume.
Fuck?
It's Aic Rev.
Aic Revical. Aic Revical. There's an R in there. Revrical.
Aic Revrikal.
Revical. Alright, that's actually a pretty cool name. I'm going to call him Rick, by the way.
This was the dual answer to what are you?
Knowledge. That? Nature?
The divination does result in words or a response, so you could.
Right, it's like learning of like what is that?
Yep.
Right. I'd like to know if I know the definition of that word.
Yeah. So give me a linguistics check.
Okay. 27.
You know that this word might very well be related to the language that Cog had recently picked up.
Okay. Cog picked up a weird language. Gith. Okay. Sonny will. Sorry, Marty.
Mm-hmm.
I've got. How many negative levels do I have currently from my drug abuse?
Right now you've got 2 negative levels from your.
Right now I've got 2. Okay.
Yeah.
With the 36, did I fail by? Was I within 2? Do I have to basically spend
you're
it?
good with 36.
Okay. Apologies if it
And 25 also makes this check.
Okay.
Like you identify it as
any of the checks that
that.
would fail
That sounds
throw.
gith.
We'll basically, since Cog is here, once Ahmed is back, we'll ask Cog.
Yeah. Awkward, Ahmed. Awkward. We're playing a game here. Get back to your seat. And I should probably copy this name.
Yes, and then I can update my token on the other one with the currently running spells. Because, we're in the beginning of what could be an accidental revolution. So,
Apologies.
All right, so
Oi, let's do this.
Sonny wrote some things down after casting Blood Biography on the blood that was at the end of Brennos' hammer. Brennos was insistent that he look at it. He got some very interesting results, including after forcing his way through perhaps some sort of psychic energy with your magical Blood Biography spell, pierced the SR that was on part of the creature, and it revealed that Durkic, Forge Heart, was a male dwarf, smith of souls, but also an Aik Rev Recall.
So what is that?
That is
well, that's what I'm trying to ask you.
I don't know.
Cog. What languages do you speak?
Cog speaks
starts with
Elven, Sylvan, Draconic, Goblin, Dwarvish, Gnomish, Gith, which is githzerai, and Common.
Okay. This word is very, very similar. As you spelled githzerai wrong. Let me just
Just fix
Git?
that.
Oh.
You get Zeri.
This is a word that you sort of understand the meaning, but it is not a word in githzerai. But your learning in githzerai allows you to understand the basic meaning of this word, although context and might be different. It roughly translates to mind, body, servant.
Does it sound like a Githyanki language?
It very well
word in Githyanki.
it very well could be the language of the enemy.
I think we have a serious problem. This word
You fucking think.
this word sounds to might have a Githyanki origin. The enemy's already here, I think.
The fuck? Get Yankee are a bunch of fucking astral plane pirates. What the fuck are they doing here? That's
well,
Barnabas
that's what
chattering
that word
away
is.
in his...
That's what that word is. Get me back to the temple, and I can confirm.
No time. On an position.
I don't know. I mean, this thing.
So you're
fled.
telling me
We have to find
Dirkirk is a gift something or other, and they're bad, yeah?
Very.
Alright. So an ethereal pirate has taken the place of a high priest.
They're more like if a world was a ship, they like to raid worlds and take everything back.
They're not good. Let's put it that way. They're the enemies of githzerai.
They're like a fucking like faction of the plains, says Barnabas.
Very bad news.
So if I grab him by the throat and beat him, will he tell me what I need to know?
You know how, there's the Imperium? They're probably as strong as that, if not worse.
Yeah, they're a problem. They're a problem.
Right. Well, while we walk Tell me how we figure out when somebody's one of them things.
Well, did we just figure it out?
Well,
Uh,
without having to sit around and look through teeth and blood to
this is
figure
the
out
first-
if we get the right thing.
this is the first time I've met one. I'd have to go and speak with the what the hell is he called? The something of intelligence.
Slake has wandered into an internal balcony, and he sees a bunch of dwarves. There's a lot of dwarves down there.
This temple is acting fell, and there will be revolution, and we need to figure out what's being revolved. So,
I need to speak with the power of. I need to speak with the power of intelligence, or wisdom. They might be able to tell me how to spot
Okay.
the Githyanki.
You walk to the balcony that kind of overlooks like the main hall of the cathedral, and you can see that the dwarves are organizing. They're getting into lines, and you notice that a bunch of them have taken up position with shields to guard the interior part of the church. But the rest are getting in lines, and it looks like a man by the name of Merc Ironfell has got a number of dwarves around him that have daggers, and they are checking people's blood one by one.
perfect. They're doing the thing.
There's
Anybody,
also, I would say, a troop of heavily armored, tower shield wielding priests and guards that are guarding the way to get deeper into the temple.
Okay.
They do not look like they're participating in the let's cut our pinky game.
We're going to...
But then there's the odd priest running around, and like there's chaos that looks like the dwarves are starting to work through.
Sonny will cast a message spell to include Merc, dwarf names.
Merc?
So the high priest was taken over by something called a githzerai. Got that right?
Githyanki. It's Githyanki. Githzerai are the ones that actually fight against them.
They're interlopers in league with the doppelgangers. That's why his blood didn't change. It's Gith blood, not dwarf. It can be shown by magics.
I need to speak. If you get me back to the temple, and I can speak with the wise and intelligent ones, they might tell me how to do it.
We're gonna check for the doppelgangers first. The ones that I saw. There are strange orders that have come out from underneath the temple. You had to throw your hammer into his face.
Aye, it's the traditional dwarvish way.
There's no traditions aside from starting wars that involve hammers to the face. He looks up at the balcony where there's some people like pointing at where you guys are. What do you plan to do, Brennos?
We're going below. If there's strange orders, that's where the problem is.
I cannot in good conscience let you slayers down there.
Then don't. Tell me not to. Make me disobey.
Yeah. Is that Slake up there?
Aye.
And the metal man...
Aye.
Cog. I do not think we have the might to stop you, but many dwarves would die trying. The stain of dwarvish blood would be on your hands. Dwarvish lives, Brennos. You call yourself a priest?
I call myself... I also call myself an inquisitor and a dwarf.
This temple has not granted you any such titles. You're a gutter priest from the Nine Bells district.
Temples don't grant titles, gods do. We're going down. You can tell us not to, and we can disobey. We can have a fight, or we can be the sneaky little fucking gutter priest we are. What do you prefer?
You should avoid this chamber. Everyone here is in a huss about doppelgangers now.
It's because there's fucking doppelgangers.
The warriors and the priests behind me that are guarding the way, they're not up for talking. You approach, their blades will be live, their hammers will be ready. Anything else deeper, only the gods will be able to protect you.
Okay.
But I can tell you where they've been going.
Where have they been going?
There's been an awful lot of activity that is headed to the Mountainroot.
Mountainroot?
Knowledge religion? Knowledge local?
Religion? Knowledge local? Okay, knowledge religion. 14, 18, 19, 33, not 34. Or 31, not 34.
This is Brennos?
Brennos, yep.
The Mountainroot is a highly holy place to Moradin and the Morndinsamman. It is an older temple that people haven't visited, or at least don't visit very often, where they once did. You think it was special because agents of the Morndinsamman appeared in that place, but it was hard to get to. You don't quite understand. You thought it was underneath a mountain somewhere. You don't quite understand how you'd go from Stone Anvil to under a mountain. Like overlooks perched on a plateau.
Is there a gate or something below?
I shouldn't be telling you such things.
Come now, I'm the Druid of Volcanica. You can tell me.
We've had a lot of traffic to that place. A lot of interest in the caretaker of Mountainroot. And you'll find a lot of guards in the corridors that lead down to there, and nowhere else. Where do you think Durkirk went?
That's where we're going then. Good luck.
For your sake, I'll pray to the gods that you're correct. 'Cause if not, you're the one, you and your friends up there, that are gonna get the Inquisition.
So arrogant when we're high level. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Dude, I got called gutter trash and street priest and gutter priest repeatedly.
Yeah, did hit the main
and
guy
I
with
didn't
a
punch
hammer.
him in the nose. I'm calm as a cucumber. I'm chill. Is there a map for trying to bypass the troop and the soldiers, or do we want to theater of the mind?
You're pretty sure that going back to the Hall of Runes is like quite deep into the temple.
Okay.
So in that hallway and that place, you know that's quite deep in the temple, and you saw, I would say, higher ranking priests running around down there. That's deep enough into the temple that you're probably in the right area. There's no map for the particular temple itself.
Okay. So I think we're going to attempt to sneak our way, like use spell. Well, we've got a Slake, so there's only so much subterfuge that we're going to do.
Slake's stealth when he puts his shield away.
Yep.
This is a stellar.
His armor check penalty for his tower shield is -4 because he made it out of mithril.
That's nice.
And he's got an ACP of his mithril full plate of -0 because of his armor training. So he's at 0, but his dex is only +2. So his stealth is +2.
Okay.
He's a 540-pound dwarf before putting on armor and equipment. Basically,
All
it's
right.
an 800-pound, 6-foot dwarf that clomps around.
So we're going to play football against the guards, as in we're going to just break through the line and like run past. Like, I think we're just gonna try
Sounds
to
good.
do it without attacking as much as we could. We don't want. We're trying to not kill.
There is a
dwarves.
unit of dwarven defenders basically in the hallway where you need to go past.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill a couple of them, I'm sure.
Give me a second, and I could probably clear them up.
So we could.
I'm not going to kill any of them. I'll try not to, anyways.
So a unit of dwarven defenders.
Try not to kill them. Use the blunt side of your fist.
Give me 1 second.
Come on, Slake.
I gotta walk right through all those shields and spears and hammers.
Yeah, but try not to kill them. They're doing the jobs, right?
When you're in the thick of it.
So
I know.
Are they relatively by themselves? That unit. Are they within a 40-foot? Are they within a 40-foot radius without being able to catch other things?
Yes, most of the people in the main temple area are avoiding the bristling guard at this point in time. They're also lining up and sitting on pews waiting to have their fingers cut. Oh, they caught a doppelganger. You can see one person's trying to leave and a couple people questioning them, and then there's a scramble and there's some chaos, and some people got up and changed their queue. There's too much chaos going on.
There's much chaos?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I think we're going to just sort of like sneak our way up to that troop. Sunny is going to transmute all of their gear into wood, and then we walk through them.
What's the range?
400 feet plus 40 feet per caster level.
Okay, you could do that from here.
Right, and no save. So that troop, just all their shit's wood now.
Cog looks at you like, if you ever do that to me, my damn will
You see them all go, what the? They're looking at their axes and their shields and their armor, and I'm pretty sure that's some sort of dwarvish blasphemy there, Sonny, says Aemon. There's a bit of a smile that cracks in the corner of his mouth. the dwarven defender lines have been broken. Like they're like trying to pull off their armor, and a bunch of them are swearing, and there's some of them are praying. The people in the hall have taken notice, and somebody yells curse, and now they're all backing away from the soldiers. Some of the soldiers are actually starting to cry, and they're approaching the big statues of various gods, asking them for forgiveness. And
they're an interloper race, right? I mean, in the most like they came here from another place, so we're only so upset. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you ever do that to me, you're gonna have so many broken bones, and where would be the most painful place to get a splinter?
Probably the coccyx.
You'd have so many splinters that that fucking mister would have splinters.
All right, well, the path appears to be
clear.
A
couple of guards try to stop you, and it's like you cut through their wooden weapons. Slake smashes a couple people's helmets in, which splinter into hundreds of pieces of wood. And the group of you basically, there's a token amount of defense as you attacked the very craft, the very thing that these dwarves probably spent a considerable amount of time, if not crafting themselves, or earning money to do. Moradin being a crafting god as well.
They're still masterwork wooden items.
You've made 20 male dwarves cry.
Yeah.
As you wander into the temple. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I wanted them to be aware.
I did it. It was me.
Why? It's like fucking punches one. Get out of my way. Slake also blaspheming as he just knocks a couple teeth out of a priest. I just made note that Slake doesn't have a deity. Like he never he doesn't pray to a deity, so that's very interesting.
Well, he might need.
So does Thogrim.
Deities grant
Famous
magic,
Mhm.
so he might like Io or one of those gods who are like, I don't grant spells, I just exist. Find your own way of doing
I
things.
don't think knowledge of over deities is well known in these parts.
Oh, has Slake been a scholar?
No. Okay.
Using magic to solve the problems made a bunch of dwarvish men cry.
You eventually navigate your way back down. You could see the Hall of Runes, where you struck the high priest in the face with the throwing hammer. The hallway.
I'd like to argue with that, but he's best known as the High Priest, which is really annoying.
The hallway does continue, and you can hear that there are sounds of like armed dwarves in the next hall.
Okay. So we don't have. Give me a second.
It's really deep within the temple. You pass by a bunch of priest quarters, some private prayer chambers, a ceremonial forge, some like a small library. Places that you'd expect all to be guarded weren't, but it appears that all of the priests and warriors and guards at this part of the part of the temple have pulled back to this one chamber.
Okay.
They don't quite know you're there yet, but there's a set of double doors, iron reinforced, beautiful wood with the scrawlings of dwarven scripture on them.
So somebody should probably have true seeing, although it's very expensive to cast because I don't prepare it because I'm not prepared for this. Usually Barnabas does that.
Don't fucking blame me for your shortcomings.
Just because I'm a little bat doesn't mean I'm short. It does mean you're short.
I was
Okay,
sending that right now.
Yeah. So Sunny will cast a using a mythic point. Will cast a true seeing.
Okay.
And I will call out anything that looks strange. Cast a shield spell and then go.
Is there a map we're supposed to be on, by the way?
No, I'm still just on.
Theater of the mind.
Cool.
Theater of the mind.
There is a map tonight. I spent this afternoon preparing a map. It's just not.
Mind.
We're not there. We're not there.
It's just not killing your way through innocent priests.
We're trying to do it without the murdering.
Right.
Okay. We will. Basically, Sunny will poke his sneak in as a bat.
Yeah, there's escape artist check to get underneath the doorway. DC 15.
Wait a second. Let's see if he's grease prepared. He does have a grease prepared. All right, so
The crack underneath the door, a mouse can fit their, or a rat could fit their head under. So your bat form could fit its head under. So you get a check.
Yeah, we
okay.
sneak
Yeah,
through.
you wiggle through. You do see that that there is a chamber. The chamber looks quite beautiful. It has a different color stonework that has been cut in various reliefs showing different members of the Morndinsamman at different tasks. There are some of them are actually like holding little fonts that have that act as fountains or holding onto torches. The room is packed with a bunch of armed priests. They're kind of arguing and talking amongst themselves, but they are definitely standing in a formation. And you do see that there is another set of doors deeper that lead. Sorry, a small staircase and a set of doors at the other end of this chamber that lead in. And there is dwarvish rune work above that door that actually says, the root of the mountain.
Cool.
So this is the path. This is taking us to the route that they were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this is the path, right? Let's go, Brennos.
So it's like a troop of priests?
Yeah, and I actually put on the if we.
Yeah.
There's your troop. There's your troop of priests.
Alright.
Shall I?
Careful. I'm
I'm not gonna kill them.
like dwarves.
Yeah,
Right?
you start looking. You're like, I can't see any doppelgangers, and there's nothing weird about this troop.
Okay. Gentle.
All right.
We'll send the cog in to nap time. Sleepy Bobo time.
All right, so initiative between you and the troop. All right, the troop has got not 20, 26.
Nice.
Where's mine? Initiative? Initiative north. Cog plus 16. Plus 18. I have my mutagen on. Yeah, plus 18, please. Cog. Here, fix that.
Cog goes running
right.
into the
You're
room.
waiting. You're waiting for me to roll, aren't you?
Yep. you open up the
8.
doors. Intruder!
26.
Get the metal man!
26. I go first because I have a higher initiative.
What?
18 plus 8 is 26.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Fast.
Look out! All right, we'll say Slake and Aemon pulled the doors open for you.
Yep.
So Cog.
I was running already.
Yeah,
and they just like timed it. Just like.
All right, so you single move all the way up to the trooper priest.
Yeah, I have a 90-foot move speed. So.
Okay, so you're already amongst them, and are you punching? Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to yeah. So I'll move and then I'll flurry with the what's it called? Sneak. Shouldn't kill them. This is all non-lethal.
Okay.
And if I get a crit, I'm not going to confirm it. Just saying.
All right, the flat-footed troop has a AC of 20.
I hit him.
Cog's amongst all the priests, punching them in the heads and kicking them in the beards and hitting them in the knees
So
and
first
causing them to fall
one
down.
Does 74 non-lethal?
Okay, this troop has. I'll just use this guy off to the side. Keep track of it. 74 non-lethal. All right, you've dropped maybe about a third of them.
Second hit. 68.
138 is 42. There are a small number of dwarven priests left. Just enough to keep their formation.
Okay, and we'll attack another flurry. I'm gonna roll the first one just to see what happens. D20 plus 22.
They try to attack with axes and maces. One of them tries to headbutt you, which ends up with your knee into his face.
62.
A couple of them are casting spells and trying to touch you, which doesn't work very well. One of them actually calls down like a flame strike, and Cog just rolls out of the way. 62 damage. Okay, so you did in one round 204 non-lethal. The troop is unconscious. There is like a D4 of them that are actually awake still. One of them. So you see one guy, like he's on the ground.
You put up a good fight. Surrender. I don't want to hurt you.
Towards one of the fonts.
I don't want to hurt you. Relax. I'm gonna pull him back. Like, no.
Okay.
He's trying to do something.
Well, he was trying to reach towards like an altar to
He's going to do a priest thing.
Bernard True Silver.
Just hit him on the back of the head.
Okay, see.
Yeah, like I don't want to kill him. No sneak.
Does it look like anybody's dying?
Let me see.
It was all non-lethal what I did.
It's also troop mechanics.
There's one guy who, when he fell pretty hard, it looked like he broke his neck.
That was gravity, man. That was me.
Sunny will breath of life that guy.
Okay, so Sunny. Oh.
Then Cog will put him down again. Oh, good, he's alive.
And he will forever be known as Glass Neck Brownbeard.
You didn't leave any for me.
Oh, I didn't want to kill them.
Slake you could tell he's trying to egg Brennos on a little bit. Gives Brennos a little shot in the shoulder. I don't know if Brennos likes that joke or not.
Safer this way. Don't worry, we'll have our evil fiends beyond in the heart of the mountain.
Brennos, give me a perception check or a knowledge religion. One of the two.
All right. Perception and a knowledge religion?
Or
I will perceive things because I am a priest. 33.
there are too few high-ranking members of the clergy that you've seen so far. Like, there's not enough of these, like, senior priests.
There's not enough, like, raised dead guys.
Yeah, like, you didn't see them out there. Well, you saw one, the recently promoted, and you're seeing maybe one amongst this group, but there should be at least, like, half a dozen more, and you don't know where they are. You figured with the whole temple being up...
What would be the priest equivalent of middle management? Like, the bishops?
Well, yeah, we went through the titles
we described
last
it.
time.
Like the middling priests are the
It would be the craftsman of runes or higher.
The craftsman of not enough craftsmen of runes. Something fishy. I mean, fishier.
So are we looting?
We are inquisiting. Forward, inquisitors. We're on a mission
Aemon
from the gods.
sneers at that, and he continues onwards. This doorway that leads to that says the root of the mountain. You do notice that it had once been sealed up, but the seal has recently been broken, and the door is ajar.
Okay.
Survival? How recent?
That's kind of that is the question.
I can aid.
What is it? A stone door?
It is a stone door, but the seal is wax.
Okay. I don't want to spend 10 minutes. Sorry. a
survival
talk to stone spell.
A survival check is.
We'll use a survival check. I wanted to cast Stone Tell and talk to the door, but
the
casting time was too long. So Brennos looking at the door. 43 plus aids, so 47.
Yeah, it appears that this door has been sealed dozens and dozens of times throughout the ages.
On again, off again.
And the most recent layer of wax has been broken, I don't know, in the last few weeks.
Okay. It's been recently unsealed again.
And then you're seeing a ton of tracks.
Anything...
The last thing that you notice as you're like a couple feet beyond, like just where the door opens up, like enough where you could stand in that area, is pitch darkness. You can't.
Does Sunny see anything? True seeing?
Sunny
and low light vision and blind sense.
Does true seeing see through Mage's private sanctum?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay, so you basically, I'm going to draw just off to the side that there is a chamber where you knocked out all the priests.
I cast one of those don't die spells. I use one of those to keep the priest from dying.
Yep. And then there's a door that is labeled to the root of the mountain.
Okay. I think we're walking through.
Allow me to go first.
Cog first.
Yeah.
Okay. At this
Go
point, I'm going to
crane
need
style.
I'm going to need an initiative. So Brennos was looking at the wax. Cog was up there. So was Sunny.
Yeah, we're being looked at. Like they can see us, and they
Can,
can see us looking
hey,
by the door.
Yep.
Yep.
Can you cast a Mage's Private Sanctum on this side?
Sunny will be riding Slake because it's funny.
Can you cast a Mage's Private Sanctum on this side so at least we're not surprised?
No, actually.
Or can you cast light on the opposite side, maybe to flash or something? Flashbang. I got to throw a grenade in there, son.
Sunny, I know everybody keeps calling Sunny a wizard, but he's really not that much of a wizard.
Yeah, so this is while you were looking at the wax, you're like, I wonder what's going on here. I think they've got surprise on you. So
Yep. Except for Sunny.
Except for Sunny. Yep.
Yep.
So we're going to call these priests.
Priests. Tell me if I should kill them or not.
Of course.
And then I need some 20s. D20 rolls. I got it.
Oh, looking at him for. Yeah, okay. There we go.
Sunny is here, Cog is here, Thogrim is not, Priests are here, Slake is here, Val is not, Brennos is, Widget is not, Aemon is, Barnabas and the others are not. Okay. Gilgathorn, unfortunately, isn't. This would be a good room for him to... Alright, surprise round. Cog, you're surprised. Brennos, you're surprised. Sunny, you act in the surprise round.
Something bad is about to happen. So, Sunny is going to I don't know. It's 2 actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need intel. Sunny's going to zip in, take a quick peek,
Get exploded and come back.
potentially.
Okay, there are 3 priests. They might be higher rank. They have these strange alien-looking staff weapons that are in their hands, and the staves are pointed towards the doorway. And there are runes along the staves that are being lit up, and it looks like they're about to fire into Brennos and Cog.
Okay. We are going to... One second. I have some quicken spells that because I have moved.
The staves have blades on their opposite ends.
Yes, they sound very cool.
they're not completely straight. They're kind of like they've got handholds, and they don't look don't look like they've been manufactured by the same template. It looks like they've been crafted with much care. Some of them have odd things jangling from them, like teeth. Oh, that's a beard. Feathers.
Oh, they're so cool. Freaking predator.
Shoulder cannons.
Go terrain. So Stone Call doesn't actually, it just thumps them a little bit. Okay. Sunny is going to.
You've got one action left, and it looks like they're vital striking.
Yep. Okay. Sunny's going to fly back and inform the party of, like, you're about to get shot. And then, like, it literally will describe the things to them.
Okay.
I suppose, like, because that's like two, like it's like one continuous move. I'd like to like give a thought about like a knowledge check for what the weapons are, I guess.
Sure.
How about a stone wall?
Wall of stone. I couldn't go in and do that. Or I could have. I don't have a quick runner as a part of the problem. Or do I? Oh, I do have a quick runner. Well, I didn't use my quick runners next time. Okay, the knowledge arcane, not spellcraft. What kind of?
Knowledge arcane, I guess.
Okay. 24.
They look like staves. They're definitely from
staff.
they're definitely from a different culture.
They're about to shoot spells at you. That look like, I don't know, wizardy guns or something.
Yeah, they weren't black powder weapons or things that the Imperium had. These things looked like they were.
Have we seen, like, I know some of us have seen, like, the laser weapons of the nobility?
I don't think so.
I don't think this party has. Okay, the weird magic staves pointed at you. Oh, did they look like priests? Did they look like dwarves?
The true sight revealed that they seem to have some sort of something growing inside of them. Like something in their chest cavity. It looked like a curled up worm. You didn't get a really good look at it, but it looked like it was wrapped around their, wrapped up their spine.
They're being controlled by something on the inside. Oh, it's bad. They're not like the others. They're controlled.
You also noticed that this worm also seemed to be like eating away at the insides as well. It's almost like they were a little bit hollow, too hollow on the inside.
Okay.
They looked sick.
Yeah.
Okay. There are 3 potent rays that come firing out of the darkness.
Shut up. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
2 against Brennos and 1 against Cog.
Oh no.
Okay.
Brennos, give me your flat-footed touch AC.
Brennos doesn't get flat-footed.
Nice.
Brennos's base touch AC is 17. And then Aemon's beside him, and Aemon isn't flat-footed, or Aemon can take AOs, so I think he can bump it up by doing Aemon stuff.
Okay.
So
They are vital. They are vital striking with their ray weapons.
okay, so 2 Aemon
Not
blocks.
good. This is not good.
38 touch and 29 touch.
Okay, they might both touch. Give me a second. I need to figure out what Aemon's.
One of them is a red ray, and the other one is a blue ray.
Don't know what those are. They're like.
As long as it's not a green, sickly disintegrate ray.
The rainbow. There's Aemon. Aemon, when he does the. Oh, it's plus 13.
13 is what I remember.
Okay, so Brennos's AC would be he's got 13, so AC 30.
Okay, so
Flat-footed.
one of them hit you, the other one didn't.
Wait.
That's still pretty good.
What did they hit you by?
Hit me
By 8.
by
By
8.
8? Hit you by 8? Give me a second.
All right. Do you have any resistance against fire?
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
I've got a big bushy beard.
Sudden block. Spend a mythic point. You just add your tier to the ally's AC.
And then do you have anything that blocks sneak attacks?
What did they roll?
I'm not flat-footed.
Because I can make them.
Bastard.
I'm not meeting the condition to be stuck attacked.
even at a 12th level?
No, that's with a flank, and
Okay.
I'm a 14th level, so
Okay.
you have to be 16th level or higher.
All right. With the vital strike, it still does 31 points of fire damage.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up.
And Aemon
Thorgrim should have showed
Aemon
up.
after that managed to pull your shoulder off sideways, and this blue beam went over your shoulder.
Oh, that was interesting.
It felt cold. A green beam is firing at Cog. What is your flat foot?
Yay. Okay, so no dex, right?
Nope.
You keep your monk bonuses.
27.
Hold on. 10. Ooh, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Aww.
20. I was in crane stance. And my mutagen's running.
You weren't in combat, so you
No.
couldn't be in
Yeah.
crane stance.
24
but
mutagen.
Aemon is going to and add 13.
Yeah, so Aemon pulls both of your shoulders back, and that green beam hits the far wall, and that was their surprise attack.
Barnabas gets a good work, Aemon, in the telepathic bomb.
Top of round 1. Cog.
Give
I'm
him
gonna kill me somebody.
Give him a spanky spank.
Yeah, Cog's gonna walk around. Oh, it's you, huh?
So you pass through. You do see that there's some sort of elaborate doorway on the far side, but we'll get to that in a minute. There also are these stone cubes about the size of Rubik's cubes that are littered around the room, and they have dwarven runes on them. There are places along the sides that have these relief carvings of dwarven deities that likely held on to the cubes, but somebody has made a mess of this room.
Okay.
Aside from that, you go running in. Did you incur a bunch of AOs?
Hold on.
Provoked an AO from
I
those
do.
two.
They question.
They're twirling their staff weapons like they're very, very proficient in the use of these exotic looking things.
Question.
And
They've already gone, so I can't sneak them.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll use a key point. That's fine. I'm gonna hop through.
Key point to what?
I'm gonna hop through into the darkness to use my jump.
Yep.
Hop through. That's where you are. Pop. And sneak attack you. There's 2 points used. So, where's the rest of Cog? Oh, there he is. Up. Cog will be over here. Cog will be over here. Brennos might be over here.
Okay.
Brennos might also be over here. We don't know. Somebody else might show up. We'll see what happens.
They have improved on Kenny Dodge, and they're 12th level.
Okay, so you can't sneak them.
They're
even flanking them.
Strange that these dwarves
That you get no flanking bonus.
I need
High
a
level
bluff.
rogue fights get kind of boring with the we do
Fair
6
enough.
plus 2 with each other for hours on end.
Fair enough. And I'm just gonna monk my way through this situation.
They seem really surprised at the appearance of you. They are swearing at you in Githyanki. Githzerai scum!
You don't belong here. You shouldn't exist, period. I'm going to start with the guy that Brennos is not going to get to. Brennos is probably going to go straight for the guy in the center, so I'm going to start with this guy, and then do this guy.
Yeah, there's something wrong with these dwarves, Cog. It's almost like their eyes have sunken into their skulls a little bit, and their skin is sort of very yellowed and jaundiced.